So hi guys, it's TSM here. I thought what we'd do is have a little look at the TLCs that are available. This one's going to be obviously the Skyfire TLC. What have we got here? So as we know, then price pack 1, then it's the carrier and some tokens. Price pack 2, it's more tokens, VXP obviously, and the Hornet. And then price pack 3 obviously takes you right through then to the special, which the trajectory circuitry is excellent actually. You get some more tokens as well, 10 tokens in fact, nearly enough now by the time you actually get through all of them to build a ship, which is quite decent, and obviously a bit more VXP, so that's good news. Welcome in the chat, how are we doing? So we'll see how this goes, and yeah, we'll run through it. We'll start it. The first 2 rounds are really simple to be honest, but it's more the last third campaign which is quite difficult. But we'll take it easy and we'll make a start and a run. Now, I didn't think what we'd do is we probably wouldn't start on the harder ones. We'll probably start on the easy ones with some simpler fleets, I think, to be honest. So bear in mind the first one is really sort of like the old FM sort of targets, isn't it? So we can pick a few different things. I've got I've got citadels there, options garrison stuff obviously, so I've got citadels there, I've got monoliths with a zealous, and still with the old contentious gridiron at the start there, and you know, icebreakers and that sort of stuff, and I've still got some punishers as well, so we can have a little play. I've got nothing else to do this weekend, so if we take a bit of damage then so what, who cares. Just warning you off though, on round 3 of this, as you can see from what I was showing you there, that I've done the campaign once already, so this is just go around and get some more tokens. That's what I'm after, because if you notice then, I've built the flag, I've got 2, and actually in the shipyard I'm building a 3rd, and there it is, and I need 1 more, so then that gives me a full fleet. What I've got to do is rank them. So right, without further ado, I'll pick something up. Let's go for these here and see if they can make it. Well, actually what we ought to do is probably stick on a bit more splash if we've got some. Oh, look at that, very handy. Let's give it a bit more splash. Never have too much splash, can you? Hey Venom, how you doing, mate? You alright? Thought I'd do a stream just because, hey, not much else to do. Let's get rid of the chat, that'll annoy us. Right, okie dokie, let's have a look then, shall we? See where we go. First, like I say, first couple of rounds are really simple, real basic stuff. This Skyfire, oh, is it taking me, oh, it's taking me straight to price pack 3, isn't it? It's not like, obviously, oh, I didn't realise that, so anyway, doesn't matter. Let's have a run and have a look. 1 of 3, so. Yeah, TSM is that board, by the way. It's Friday afternoon, I've finished work, so you know, it's all good. Let's zoom out. Oh, that's not zoomed out, that's zoomed out there. What's this one here? Oh, this is an old board. Yeah, okay, great, okay. Well, let's see what we can do. So you'll probably notice that I like to use the Zealous for a tank, but I have actually got the gridirons in there in slot 1 as well, so I use that and just tuck it in the back. Now, just because I'm lazy, I've put a macro on, which gets the old monos up and running in the right place. Now what's handy here then is obviously you can control the things separately, so I'm not going to really sleep at this level at the moment. And you know what, if I use a few coins, I'm not that bothered, I don't care. It's just more the fun of doing it, showing the targets. Now what I did last time, I just ran through this with my icebreakers, to be honest. But yeah, whatever. Actually, I can show the target and the ship stuff. Be a bit more fair. I'll take far less damage actually if I was just to use probably different ships in this one. But it doesn't matter. It's more round 3 that's interesting. There is one target actually from the previous campaign. People said, "Oh, it's really, really difficult. You can't use icebreakers." But actually, when I get to it, I'll change ships and I'll prove to you can. They're flipping cold snaps. The old targets, the cold snaps are horrendous. They've just got far too much range, haven't they? In the new ones, it's much easier. But yeah, that grid mono is at the back. Look at them taking splash damage off those things, but whatever. Like, so this is not an example of you know, doing it for the least amount of coins. It's just me chewing the fat with some people and enjoying the early start to the weekend. I've missed something. What have I missed? What have I missed? Oh, there's some ships coming in, isn't there? I forgot those. Boring. This is where icebreakers come in handy because you can just charge down and get them. Anyway, right, okay. Oh, you coined all 5 Skyfires, did you? Venom, you're nuts. Don't ask me how many I did on my Phoenixes though. And somebody did say to me actually the other day that they're not sure whether it's worth having Skyfires and Phoenixes or that. But to be honest, now my Phoenixes are finished, I've really not got much else to do. So I'm building them anyway because, you know, some of the TLCs will come along later on, and probably Sod's Law is they're going to make you have both. Or if you want to do really, really well, they might make you have both. So I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if we can get some music on, so we'll oh, that's a bit loud, isn't it? That was a bit too loud. Sorry for your eardrums there. Right. Tell me if that's too loud. It's royalty-free music, so we can play it. It's royalty-free music, so it's going to be random, by the way. Come on, you guys, stack up. What's this thing? Oh, this is not an FM target, isn't it? So we should be. I should have used a Punisher on this, to be honest, because the Punishers are strong on these targets. How's that? This poor little Zealous. I'm getting bored already. I might just bring the icebreakers out and splash through it. I'd say this tank is not set up for this, to be honest. So we've got a new TLC as well coming up, which is interesting. Wasn't really announced. It's another one of the Conqueror holes. Starts this weekend. And unannounced on Tuesday's update. Hey, Harry, how you doing, mate? This is the TSMs how not to do a TLC. Right, I'm already getting bored with this fleet. Sorry, I'm going to put this away because it's just dull, boring, and uninteresting. But there you go. You can use a tide. Sorry, you can use a. Actually, a tide seeker would have been better. I've probably got less damage. That's a bit more fun. Crews are nothing, so we'll just slap on some crews and have a bit of a laugh. Look at that, 5 coins for just 2 crappy early starters. So there we go. Let's take that on. Let's bring up something a bit more fun. We'll speed things up. Yeah, we were just talking about the new campaign. This was a bit unannounced, wasn't it? Wasn't expecting that to see that in Tuesday's update. Sneaking things out under us. So we've got 5 TLCs now. Right, let's speed this up a bit. First bit's boring. Yeah. Yeah, but never watch a live stream of how to do things because it always inevitably goes wrong. Everyone then just cuts their videos up and goes, look how amazing I am. Always makes me smile. No, I don't mind doing some live streams. Especially when the times are a bit quiet. So as you can see, these icebreakers of mine, then they've got all D100Vs on now, apart from one Trident. And they're splash-tastic as well, so last time I just autoed this, but ships coming up here somewhere, I think, don't they? Something like that. Yeah, what time does that camp start? That new campaign should start in an hour or so, doesn't it? If I remember rightly. Something like that. It's one thing when you're a filthy corner, you see it's quite handy. It's you've got several garrison fleets or several assault fleets. You can just jump from one to the other, do little fixes on all of them, and it's done, isn't it? See. 3 hours. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Yeah, we'll have a play at that later. Right, so here's one. This is what I was talking about. Right, so this one here, actually, a lot of people struggle for some reason to do this with icebreakers. I don't know why. Because you can actually do quite well. We'll leave that bottom pile alone down there, because obviously there's ships coming in from the bottom corner. So we'll blat in first, and we'll take these out. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be textbook, but actually, so people go past these two turrets here and they take an awful lot of damage, but actually you can, with tridents on, you can sit under these ones here quite easily, and a quick bit of splash, and they really don't do hardly any damage whatsoever, he says, until he finds out they've updated the damage. But no, they don't. Well, they didn't. We'll soon find out. Let's have a quick look. So there you go. Nothing. Bear in mind, I've got no anti-mortar on these, so just, in fact, let's be lazy. Let them kill the ships first, because I can't be bothered. There we go. Let's kill that mortar in the middle first. Get down and kill that mortar as well, and then we'll turn around. So that's the centre stripped out of this thing. Free play music is so random. It's funny. He's going to try and target me. I'll go and target him. Is there anything left over the other side? I can't remember. Oh, there's some more ships coming in. Oh well. Is there anything left up here? Alive? I don't think there is. Doesn't look like it on the little screen. No. Good. We'll just blat these off and get rid of them out of the way. There we go. There, so you don't really take any damage as such. Let's have a little peek what's next. If that music's too loud, by the way, just say. Hey Cut, how you doing? So some people put in obviously 2 on each one, but there's the build look I'm using. Basically, it's all V's. It's 2 of obviously the Charge M, 2 of the Charge X's, that sort of stuff. A range of specials at the bottom there. And I'm using 1 Trident. Some people use 2, and to be honest, probably 2 would be better, but whatever. 1 or 2, it makes a difference to me. Most things are just fixed overnight or go to work in the morning just before I get out, I press fix, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Music's nice and loud, good. It's just there for... I always end up talking too much shite. Right, this one's interesting. So you can do this one here, but pretty much zip damage as well. So keep an eye on our charge bar and that sort of stuff. Now, if you want to be clever with your charge armor bite, it's really, really good to actually chunk them off in pieces. If you know you can do the sort of levels really, really well, it pays to actually just go and get a minor bit of damage, then go and do the free fixes, because obviously your charge is fixed free, whereas you keep going, eventually your charge goes down to nothing. There is a bit of reggae by the sounds of it. Sounds like a little bit of glitching, could be a bit of lag, I'm not sure. So for these ones here, then I go across the periphery and I get the take out all the come on. Keep an eye on the mortars. There's a whole cluster of ships up here trying to kill this thing, so I'll go up and get these while they're busy doing stuff and you don't have to fight them. Then I'll just go around and zap them, because I mean, all those ships there, and they're trying to kill this thing off in the middle, so you may just go up and because they're so close to it as well, just go up and target the first one. You can splash out most of them if you can see them, that is. So they're splashing it, so you can splash them. There's a group of ships, as we know, it comes in on the bottom left flank there, but if we come in out the way. Now what I've noticed is these 2 cold snaps in here don't seem to do a great deal of damage, so actually you can quite reasonably splash out most of it if you're cautious. Let's drive out the way and try not to pop that. There we go, and that's those done. Now, because I've got loads of Charge X on as well, we'll not worry about those ships for a second. We'll actually go down and stop short here. Splash out the centre island. That's gone. Cut through and get rid of the rest of this lot down here. Take out those ships as well. They're splashed out. Take out those. Down to the bottom ones. Leaves us with a couple, so we want to get the I got to the centre personally because there's less risk of catching this and this. One ship to go, so you know, a little bit of damage on a couple of ships, but not horrendous. Stage 6 is the money maker, Harry. I totally agree with you. Stage 6 is the mofo of this campaign. Stage 6 is the one that says if you haven't got 2 fleets or you want a coin, you ain't finishing. It's as simple as that. It's no fun, is it, Stage 6? But there you go, that's campaign 1 down. Right, we'll quickly blast through the second one. Like I say, so this one here then obviously gives you the Banded Hornet, which is one of the most powerful UAV that's available, particularly for this sort of damage type. But bear in mind it's locked as well. You can't actually, as it says there, look, it's locked to assault. Really, really annoying, because it would be great fun if it wasn't. But it's locked to assault class only, which I think's criminal in some ways. But I suppose it does stop the old power creeping, you know. But it's phenomenal. It's a shame I couldn't use it on some other stuff. Imagine if you could put that on a garrison fleet. It would have been good. Right, anyway. So the first one's 6 hours, this one's 3 hours. You just get another target basically, but it's not of anything interesting. We'll charge through this and then we'll get onwards and upwards. So these are the targets that used to use the old sort of punishers with loads of antis in that sort of stuff and loads of AB3 specials on. So it pays better than to kite these long range ones. Not that it really matters on this hull because it's not going to do that much damage, but if you kite these, most of that cold snap falls in behind. I'll get those on the way out. We've got some ships to get, haven't we, as well, so. So I get a lot of people saying to me, you know, oh, icebreakers, they're a waste of time, they're rubbish and that sort of stuff. Swings and roundabouts, isn't it, really, to be honest? If you want to do things in a hurry, it's going to cost you money, you know. It's as simple as that. Or time. Time is money in this game. You know, there's very little you have to coin. There are some things you must coin. I do find there are definitely some things in this game that you have to coin. You aren't going to get through unless you've built a hell of a lot of ships, which you'd have to coin in the first place, to get through the last part of this campaign on this TLC. You just won't do it. But, you know, icebreakers, I can do a round and a half on the FM without them dying. So, but yet again, I can use the monolith with a zealous and I can go around and do both rounds. It just takes me 3 times longer. Whereas I can do a round and a half in about 8 minutes. So it's all relevant, isn't it? I just don't have the time to sit here, or I don't have the inclination to sit here just doing it over and over and over anymore. So. I don't think the short range turret. Yeah, the short range turret is explosive, so it should be able to. The Trident may shoot some of it down, but not all of it. Basically, that short range rocket turret, you just don't want to get near the darn thing. Let's see if we can do a bit more ergonomic on this. So apart from the TLCs, there's not a great deal going on this week, isn't there, in the game, I don't suppose. We've got, you know, those that don't want to do Hyperion TLC yet again. Although it has changed, I must admit. I think a lot of people are blocked out on the Hyperion TLC. I think getting to the first level from someone having a brand new Hyperion, I think it's nigh on impossible to go and get the rockets, which is what you need really to do the first level. So I think they've made a mistake there. And then, to be honest, I mean, I'm a level, what's mine, 298 or something like that, and the last one is no fun, I have to say. It causes a lot of heartache for a lot of people. I miss that. Right. Get rid of these ships. and then we're done. So yeah, so 4 now 5 TLCs, but not all of them are necessary. I mean, I'm not doing the icebreaker one again. For those that can do it, by the way, bear in mind the next raid cycle is obviously likely to require explosive defense. So if you can do it, go and get some more charge armor, charge X, because it's, you know, if you haven't got nothing else to do, if you can get through at least some of it for free, then it's definitely an investment. Because I've got a funny feeling the charge X will probably go up in price the next raid cycle for some bizarre reason, because that's how they like to do things. So if you can get 5, that's 1 for each ship. So why not? Yeah, as Harry's saying there in chat, yeah, there's a rework on these mega TLCs, because they haven't got them right. They are not right. There's some huge assumptions, I think, and a little bit of overlap. Now, whether someone's put them together and it hasn't been, because don't forget GDR built the first mega. It was his concept and that sort of stuff before he disappeared and went off to other things. And his latest incarnation is obviously the Skyfire itself. That's his. And we all know how well that's doing. It's a good hull. It's a very good hull, in fact. Really enjoying it. I'll just hide in here a second. Let those ships do their business. So you know, the campaign is just so unbalanced. It's just not right. I was hoping to splash it out. That didn't happen. There you go, look, see, that proves the point. Look, even in this stupid little TLC, you catch one of those rockets and that's it. So that was me lazy turning, okay. So now I'm down to 4, 3, 2, 1. I've actually lost a ship there, when I should have done, to be honest. Because it can be done for virtually nothing, using the right ships, which I'm not. But I don't care. So I've got nothing else to do this weekend because I'm going out, so I'm just smashing stuff. Oh, look how weak they've got now. I might have to sack these off now. 4, 3, 2. I've missed the flagship now. It's gone. So that's not a good idea. I might just kill them off. Proves the point though. You need a lot of icebreakers to make it worthwhile. Single icebreakers, don't even consider it. They don't do anything at all. They're rubbish. You need the speed. Look how much slower they are now. Oh, I definitely can't go that way, can I? That would not be wise. Let the ships do the work, and I'll kill the ships off. So single icebreaker is rubbish. Single Skyfire, yeah, Venom. I did try. What did I do for a quick couple of? So while I was messing around in the raid and in one of the previews that there was an open preview for some stuff. But what I was doing was basically chucking a Savage Kodiak, then 1 Skyfire, and then 3 Phoenixes. And I used the Skyfire then to go and kill out all the bugs and the malices, and did it quite well, to be honest. And then used the 3 Phoenixes to do the rest of the S100. But obviously it's quite time consuming doing that, so I might bin these now. We'll go back. What's next? I can't remember. We'll have a peek anyway, see what it is. This proves the fact, by the way, that blokes aren't very good at multitasking. Talking, chatting, looking at another screen, and actually playing the TLC. It's not going so well, is it? It's this one here. Actually, while we're doing this, let's have a quick look. Let's have another laugh at something else for a second. So I forgot Ship 2 is doing something different. So it'll give me a good chance to have a look at something else. So that's dead, dead, dead. Well, that's my own fault for being stupid and driving into a thing. Let's have another look at how you can clear this one here. Something that's a little bit different. So the macro I've got on says number 2 ship doesn't go anywhere. So what I'm going to put in number 2 is I'm going to put a cannoneer in, and I'm going to show you something a bit different. You've got to look after it a bit, but it's quite interesting. So I'm going to take out that, put that in there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, no, wrong slot. Stick that in there. I'm actually going to take that out. Take that out. Should I put the lead flag in the ship? Yeah, I'll put the flagship in. No, I'll put a normal cannoneer in. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to put 1 second on this thing here. What am I fixing? Those 205. I'll cancel that for a second. Just go in here and just put a single token on this one. Things I do for the community, just to have a laugh. That'll do. Hey, it's a weekend. I don't smoke. I don't drink a great deal, so gotta have something to amuse yourself, haven't you? Right, where did I put that cannoneer? Not the flag. I probably passed it. Must have done. Oh, there it is. Awkward colour. Right. What we'll do is we'll go back to fixing those a second. There we go. That's it. Right, so this one's in ship slot 2. Okay, so let me just launch this fleet again. Yeah, I know it's damaged, but we don't care. Okay, Harry, I'll catch you later, mate. Cheers, mate. Hacked holes. There's not a single hacked hole in my basement, I can tell you that. So we're going to do something a little bit different. Hey Rum, how you doing, mate? So this is how I used to do this one the very first time round, when I wasn't actually using so many holes. So this one, I'm not saying it definitely requires. So you can see then that I've got 1 cannon in. You think, well, that's a bit weird. Why are you doing that? Well, I might need to shrink down the ships, and I'll show you the things. So you keep an eye on obviously the fleets coming in the side. But what you can do then is, obviously I can move the Skyfires around, which is fine. And because they're quick, they can outrun these sort of things. Which is quite decent. So we get rid of this rubbish first. No, I need to watch that one there, because no, he can come up out the way now, because he's not going to get any damage. Right, so those ships are coming in now, look. These ones here are going to kill those. Oh, he says no, I made a mistake. My old faulty. Right, I'll have to do it again in a minute. Right, just let that get killed off and I'll exit. That's my own fault, should have gone down the bottom. Proof point, cannoneers can't touch those ships there. So the idea is the cannoneers kill off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you go around again and you kill off all these then with the icebreakers. And then the cannoneers can actually go in and kill all this lot in here. Or the cannoneer, it says. Can kill a lot. Something says, see that? I don't know if you can see that. Something's in there, sitting in the wings. Let's go get another one. Sack off for a second. Just grab another one. So one good thing about having the app on your mobile phone, you can fix things as you go out for the weekend. It's great fun. Just log in 2 seconds, fix the next thing, and that's it. Set yourself a little alarm. I do it all at work. But you're right, Venom, yeah. It takes ages to do this sort of stuff because you keep killing your ships. So let's get on the bottom and start where I was supposed to. I did a video of this, but it's a while ago now, so I can't remember how I did it. Let's try it. But the old TLC campaign, I managed to do this one. Well, I think it was 2 icebreakers and 1 cannoneer. Right, that ship's coming in. So slot 2 is where the cannoneer is. So you can go into there, and those icebreakers for that minute can just go up and trash that thing up there. Oh, I'm not doing too well, am I? Oh, I'm going to give up. Well, you get the concept anyway, okay? Just proving that I'm actually not doing too well on driving these ships at the moment. Forgot to clear those 3. Muppet. What I want to do is get onto tier 3. Right, come on. Splash them out. Random free play music. Can I squeeze through there? Yeah, I can't just. One cannon there, that's not good. I'm going to have to let the ships do that one. There's some ships coming up now. Right, the ships have killed it, that's good. I'm losing any more ships. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What left? Are they still trying to kill that up there, are they? Blimey almighty. I think that's done on purpose for you, so these ones up here basically just can't kill this thing in the middle. Well, they can, but they just take for ages. And then you can go around the outside and just take them all out. And they used to shoot from much further out, but they changed the campaign slightly. And now it's all much, much further away. Oh, I'm down to 1 ship. Right, we're going to go back to the monos and do it properly. Right. Yeah, you can. I mean, the old days you'd be able to run on the outside and that sort of stuff and mess about, but let's have a look, see what the last one is, because I can't actually remember what it is. But there we go. There was nothing left on those anyway. Let's have a look, see what it is. What is it? Oh, it's this one here. Now I saw somebody actually kill this with a single zealous ship. Where they can come up here and kill these ones here, and then you can come in through the bottom, let the ships kill the bits, and you can zealous all this stuff out. It's actually not bad. But I've actually seen people do that with citadels as well. They just don't run very fast, that's all. Right, let's get rid of this rubbish. Those things about much time to fix. They were 2 hours to fix, weren't they? So they'll be done now. Well, under the 2 hours, sorry. Yeah, I thought so. And then we do what we're supposed to be doing. We'll do the the last run, which is the important one, which is obviously just going to be monoliths all the way. Well, this one starts you in just a funny place. I don't know why it's put you over there. It's not a good starting point, to be honest. Now this one here, you can get in. That one there, you can get in. Obviously, you can clear all this rubbish out of the way, but wait, kill this and this and this. Let the ships come in and make a mess. You can kill off this one. You can kill off this one with your zealous, and then this one down here and this one down here, and you'll outrange all them. But I like starting over here. But you can use citadels for this, especially if you come up to here first, because you're not getting chased by anything, so you're in plenty of time, and citadels do fine in here. Obviously Empyreans are quite good, but I don't like the Empyrean range. Empyreans are good, but the range just sucks. Whoa. Pretty good splash on that thing. Oh, I've got enough range already, that's okay. Got a bit of lag coming on it actually. I'm not sure why. I'll have to refresh in a minute. So I'll kill this one there and this one here, and these ships over here will start kicking in a second. But the screen's definitely lagging. Okay, here they come. So let them do their business, and basically you can go down and do this then instead. Now if you stay out fairly wide, the arc missile won't fire at you as well, which is quite handy. That's quite handy. Well, we're definitely going to refresh before we start the next round because it's not going smoothly. at all. So you stack up a little bit. Yeah, it's a big jolt there. Getting a lot of lag. Okay, that's that one. I'm going to refresh quickly before we do anything else. Right, there we go. Let's just refresh this quickly. So that's a reasonable bit of driving. So obviously this next round is completely different. It's a different kettle of fish. It just takes you at a completely different level in the game and that sort of stuff. And I think it sort of leads you into yeah, I get the expectation is, you know, it's the last round and that sort of stuff, and the prize is quite decent, but you've got to aim off. So Skyfire 1 and 2, that's great. So what have we got? Okay, so far then you'd have got the hull, which is fantastic and that sort of stuff, and you'd have got some VXP to get some rank on it. So only a little start off, but then you get obviously some more there. So you're going to get 6K's worth of VXP straight away if you can get those 2 rounds out of the way, which you should be able to do if you could do you know, some of the previous TLCs and that sort of stuff, and the previous obviously garrison encounters on the FM. Sorry, on the raiding. You know, you get a good amount of build tokens, or a reasonable amount of build tokens. You're getting 2 there. You know, well, it starts you off. It's half of a blank, I believe it is, something like that. And the good thing is you get the banded hornet, so that's fantastic. That's grand. But the point is, that's it. Draw the line, because when it comes to the next level, this is a different, like almost a separate TLC as far as I'm concerned. It's a bit cheeky in places, so we'll have a look and see how it gets on. To be honest. So this one should be an hour long. Yeah, it is. The hours counting. So, and the hour is important because you need quite a bit of it, to be honest. So we'll go to max screen as ever. We'll allow that to go, and we'll make a start, shall we? So, oh, here you go. Typically picking the wrong ship straight away. Look, I'm trying to pick my Hyperion. Don't we just hate it being in slot 1? Why couldn't it have a separate location? I'll see you later, Venom. Cheers, mate. So 6 is the pig on this one here, and I don't think 5's too much fun, is it? But the end ones are pretty standard, to be honest. Now, so we've got the shrouding and that sort of stuff. So this is all about pathing and things like that. So you don't have to go the way that they want you to go. Just bear that in mind. There are plenty of options. So we want to stack these ships up before we go through there. One of the annoyances about using, obviously, monos, particularly with the flag. Once you clear the dead space, it's not so bad. Right, ships are starting to come in from the bottom now, so just bear that in mind. So when we come to the top, I'm going to show you a slightly different path. Rather than going in there and try and kill that one there, there's absolutely no requirement to do so. What we can do is nip up around the top of here. So if you keep out nice and broad, then you won't get hit by that, and you won't get hit by that. Because they want you to go in and use... I mean, so it's not too bad, because I've got quite a lot of tridents on this Zealous. So actually it can take, in these early rounds, quite a lot of a pounding. But if you haven't got that, then ignore the enticement of going in here and going into this killing zone. Or damage zone. We'll call it a killing zone. Let's call it a damage zone. And pop up around the back, because then you can target these 2 mortar turrets. There, like that, you see. So none of those cold snaps are firing at me now. I've gone round the back, I've clipped those 2 mortar turrets there just, and that's it. That turret didn't cause me any damage. And the same sort of thing here. So I'm going to go around the back here now then, get rid of all these buildings and hopefully not make too much splash, and actually take out these executioners, which hopefully then splash the... there's only 1 cold snap here, so nothing else really outranges you. That thing isn't quite died yet, by the way. Now if you really wanted to be super lazy, but don't forget you haven't got much time, so just bear that in mind. But you could sit up here at the back, and obviously the ships that are down the bottom, they'll need to come through, and this cluster could actually kill the ships for you on your behalf. But at the moment they're sitting down there doing very little at the moment, so... But time is... Actually, what I know a lot of people end up doing this and they run out of time, so I'd rather put 2 coins on this Zealous ship to get 10 days worth of build tokens. Come on, there's more of this thing. Isn't it interesting that the damage is there and yet you've got to be up here? I wonder what actually it's aiming at, because you're never quite sure what that thing's doing to kill it. Here comes the cluster, so let's go down and meet it. They've grouped up nicely, so a couple of rounds will kill them off. Okay, that's the first one done. Seven minutes. Okay, so I'm going to recall that quickly and fix that, because like I said, you know, you're getting rid of your charge as well at the same time, so you want to go back and get your charge armor back up rather than depleting it. You don't get charged for fixing the charge armor, but you need to replenish it as well, so it is important. So let's pause those poor icebreakers that I killed off earlier on. We'll take out the Zealous. Okay, start fixing that. One, two, three. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Put that Zealous back in wherever he is. There he is there. 30 odd seconds left. Let's pop him back away. Well, I might just change this one over, I think. What's that got left? 14 minutes, yeah. I've got a few of these maidens, they seem to roll quite easy, so... Yeah, so just think about your charge then. It's best to, you can't just stay in there. If you exit the battle, the charge is fine, that sort of stuff, you know, but to fix on instant fix, it's far better to... what we're doing. It's far better to go back in and patch your ships up like that, otherwise you end up getting to a stage where you can't do it. But bear in mind, we've only got 1 hour, so I'm keeping an eye on the clock as well. So. Here we go again then. So they've all got these. This is the annoying thing about this level. Is you know, level 1, level 2, no problem at all. Citadels, that sort of stuff. And maybe they're just, but they've gated citadels in this because those, unfortunately, that bank there is just index for anybody that's got a citadel fleet. You aren't going to get through this unless, I suppose, you put the blitz speed up special on that takes 16 seconds or whatever it is to get through. 18 seconds to run out, whatever it is, I can't remember. There's one that doubles your speed, isn't there, for like 20, and where it grinds down over so many seconds or something. I can't remember what it is. But so you could be a bit sneaky if you wanted to. So sometimes, don't forget, these cold snaps, they only fire for a certain amount of time, a couple of seconds, and then they stop. So I've seen people zip in with a zealous, trigger it, run back out again, and then try and go back in quickly. Oh, this one here, by the way, you don't need to go this way. Let's go back around. You can actually go down through here. Go for the buildings and take out this executioner, and then you can take out the cold snaps that way. So yeah, you can pop in with a zealous, trigger it, run back out again if you've got a fast zealous, that is. Wait for the cold snap to finish its cycle, and while it's recharging, you can nip back in. Now the charge of these monos is fine. I've got a couple of bits of damage on the monos, but I'm not worried too much. I'm more worried about running out of time, so... So we've just got some stinky ships to get rid of now, haven't we? I'm just still trying to kill that rubbish out the front. Let's let them group up first. It's quite clever in some respects because this all adds to the timeline, doesn't it? You know, so while it might take me 30 seconds to go and get these ships and 30 seconds for them to do the job, do that quite a few times. You know, it all takes time off your hour, doesn't it? An hour isn't exactly a huge amount of time, is it? So I don't know if it's a gridiron basic, but I've got that gridiron is actually a counter ship as well. So if I do get something that sneaks up on the side, then I don't actually get taken out. Yeah, there's a bit of damage there. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit, so it's not too bad. Here's another gate. So this one's a bit different as well. So I tend to go in around here and then go over here and then down around this way and then go up around the back, which seems to work out quite nicely, rather than going to this mess in the middle straight away. Right, so taking that out there, and you can just slide, if I remember right how to do it, you should be able to get between that. Once those buildings out of the way, there's a bit more room than you think. So you should be able to get between that, and you can just sneak through, look, and then get around this way here, and then aim up over here, and it'll take you around the side of this building complex. Which means you can sneak him back to see that mortar turret there, then you can bring the zealot across. Yeah, so you can bring that zealot across, look, just park it there, which is nice and handy. Make a mess of those and gather them back up again. Now you can also then go up the top, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but you can get up to the top and you can sneak through across the top and get back into this area over here, and you don't actually trigger off that I don't know why you don't trigger it off, but it doesn't seem to trigger that cold snap if you get it right. I need to stack them up first. So stack these grids. There we go. Right. Oops, there's the old Kixie logo. Go away, don't want to see that quickly. But yeah, now for some reason, look, it doesn't trigger that cold snap. I don't know why it doesn't. Because I'm thinking I'm in range of it, but it just doesn't seem to trigger it off. Don't be tempted to sneak in and get that, because this mirror will start hitting you. So you can get this rubbish in behind now. So I can splash those, and I can splash all these. I only found this out the other day. I don't know how I found it out. I was just messing about. There we go. And now you're in a much better position now to take this last cluster out. There you go. No cold snaps or no nothing at all. Then we've got the centre cluster, which now we can take from the top, and you shouldn't upset these two here. Now these ships are still taking their time down the bottom. They just seem to take forever. You don't really have time to wait. Okay, that's that cluster gun. I recommend going around this way, by the way. If they hadn't finished killing this stuff off down the bottom, yeah, they'll come in as one big pack. So what we've got left now is, because I left those there, is just this first cluster of sits. but the problem is there's a second set that comes in behind, so there's no point waiting around at the top. You just run out of time, so you've got no choice but to go and kill these things off. I mean, yes, you could exit probably and come in with something else, but that all just takes time. Yeah, that's the last one again. I mean, there are other ways that, you know, just less screens, you can click things. Round 4. Okay, that's not too bad. About 20 minutes in, or thereabouts. I didn't quite catch it, but hey, Corey, how you doing? Oh, this one's not too bad. This is quite reasonable. I know. I remember the next one already now. So I'm having a peek. Who's that? That's one of my lads. Oh, this one is not the nicest, but the next one's even worse. So there's no real escape zone on the next one. So I'm going to let my Zealous get ahead a little bit. I've got my Zealous sitting about 1 combat speed faster, actually. So there's no choice but to go and let yourself get clattered a little bit by that cold snap. Now my advice is don't be tempted to come down here, because this can make a right mess sometimes. It actually pays dividends to go over this way and kill these off and then come down. Or I think it does anyway. Let's see if we can try that trick, shall we? Alright, that's firing now. How long before it fires again, that cold snap? It's just firing now, so it's about 3 or 4 seconds, isn't it? So you probably can, yeah, I had to try and learn that trick myself then. So you can definitely fire the cold snap. And probably zig it out the way. Can I reach that rubbish in there? Yeah, I can just. No, there's another one you can do here. So there you go, that's quite a bit of damage on that Zealous because it was getting pounded from that and pounded from that side as well. On both those Merving fricking missiles. So although it looks half dead, you can drive down through here and go around the back and get that Executioner from the bottom, which means the 2 cold snaps shouldn't fire on you, if I remember rightly. Yeah, Corey, I should stream a lot more, I must admit, but I don't really have a huge amount of time at the moment. I tend to do one lead-up video for the raids and that's it now. There we go, so we're coming in here, look, and pause, stop there. Right, so that cold snap, if you can see that then, that is not firing at all. Yeah, I'm taking some Executioner and obviously the arc missile, but that's it. So now I've got to do is just get the ships up in the right place, ready to receive the fleet. Which is now coming down. Like I said, look, this you are not going to do for free, by the way. It's just not going to happen, guys, okay? You won't get to the end of this campaign, this TLC, for nothing. Not unless you've got plenty of fleets, that is. It's just not It's not viable. What did I miss? I've missed something. Oh, we've got to go back up and kill the rest of these ships. There's another set that comes in. So I'm going to quickly just see how much we can do for these ships. If it's a rounded number, I'm just going to fix it, but if it's not, then stop that. 410. No, okay. Well, if I take that out, that's 10 minutes. Take that out. That's another 7. Right. Okay. 57. Wrong way. It's always the wrong way, isn't it? It's not going to work no matter what I do, is it? It's going to give me just over the time. 409. Right, okay. Fortunately for me, I always built a spare mono. So, well, oops, that's in the wrong slot for me. Because I built 4 monos basically, and sometimes I don't use this one here. Here we go, that's round 5, which is no huge fun, to be honest. This one nearly kills off your flagship, to be honest. 6 is... I think this is the busiest target. Oh no, it's not. This is the normal boring one. Okay, fine. I've got my order wrong. It's the next one. 6 is the next one. Right, so I just go up here, look. So I'll show you how to do the FM. So I basically send my garrison ships up there, and at the same time then send the Zealous, and I just click on that one there. Okay, click on that executioner and let it do its own thing. And then I let the rest of the ships just keep well away from the Merving missile. And that Zealous will stop by itself. There we go. So I just keep these going up. They're not getting arc missiled. There we go. We can bring it all back in together again now. So that's 0 damage basically. Because I'm not taking any cold snap damage on that first section at all. Then what I do is go up. I mean, everyone's got different ways of doing them. These 113s, but clip that bit there. I come out the way. And I let that arc missile over there, look, kill these 2 by itself. Takes 2 shots normally. They're dead. And there we go, they're dead. Right, then I come back in and come back down. And see this executioner here? Okay, that's where I send my Zealous to there. It auto stops, and then I just follow it up. Let me just get a bit further in. There we go, and I can send the garrison ships, the monos, a bit further out, so the Ark doesn't want to hit them first, it wants to go and hit the Zealous. So you notice the Zealous has stopped by itself. There you go, it's stopped, it's not getting any cold snap, and these are taking the damage, or doing the damage, sorry. Then bring up the this one, next one's not quite so straightforward. Let those ships die off first, because they're a real pain. Still got a bit of lag, I see. So this one's not quite so straightforward. Whoops. But basically come down where you virtually stop there, that's it. Well, you're basically parallel with the executioner, but you're not actually on the executioner, because if you do that, you risk getting hit by that rocket. Right, so that's that cleared. So this is the bit that everyone gets trapped on, the gate. If you've got enough splash, yeah, you're right. If you've got enough splash, hi Mike, how are you? If you've got enough splash, you can target the building and you can take it all out. And sometimes that'll kill the cold snap, which is nice, because then actually if you kill the cold snap, you can shoot around the back. So the fleet will come in from the bottom. So I just tend to sort of like send my ships to there and then go up with the Zealous. And see this little V here? I tend to stick the nose of it up on this piece of the V. I'm not far enough up, I don't think, with those ships. No, I'm not. Right, so I stick the nose of it up there and then basically inch in. And there we go, look, I've got it now. That's it. So no cold snaps firing then. So I've gone up then, hit the V there, turned. It does have turn, look, it's just caught the edge of the executioner. And then I come back down then. That fleet's disappeared and it's gone. And then what I do, personally, don't forget you've got an arc missile coming in now, so you need to protect the monos a little bit. I stick them in there. I personally go up round here. And I go in and get this and stop there. Okay, once that's gone then, I bring the monos back in again. So I've used a little bit of the charge armor resilience then. And the rest of it's pretty straightforward. So be cautious, this one's not quite like the FM because obviously these are in a different position. But the concept's the same, you can still get up here and splash the hell out of this lot up here. So this one then, as opposed to obviously the 113, is you've got to kill that, you've got to kill that, you've got to kill these, and then you've got to go back in and kill those at the end. Whereas normally those unshroud, don't they, by now? Okay, so don't do what most people do and just let your monos sit there. And don't take them in too far like a lot of people do as well, because you'll die in this. Let that mortar finish firing, it's still firing at this moment. There's a mortar over here, look, left behind a notice as well. Okay, so now they're targeting us, I can put the rest of the mortar ships up there out of the way. Okay, now we're better. Now we're clear again, aren't we? This is a method, it's not the method. And there you go, so now it's unshrouded now. So that's the difference between the standard FM, and I think if they chop those later on in the FM, that's going to catch a few people out, but hopefully they won't put this one in as a switch to the 113, because it'd be a bit naughty. There's a bit of damage there, so I wonder if I can actually pick that up and get rid of it quickly. What do we got? We've got 4 minutes, so there's an instant fix on that one. That's good. And then we'll have a look at how much time we've got left. 2 to go. And what are we in? We've got 27 minutes to do 2 rounds. That's okay. Right, so 6 is going to give you some damage. 7 is pretty straightforward. It's the old raid target, which is not too bad to do at all, to be honest. And actually, I generally use icebreakers, but I've made a mess of them, mucking about earlier on. So this is the one that can cause you a lot of trouble. There's hardly anywhere to hide in here. There's MIRVs going all over the place, that sort of stuff, but there is a reasonable pattern. It's not brilliant, but there is a reasonable pattern. Yet again, it's gated, look, as you can see over here. So, the reason I kill off this, there's no necessity to do so, but it just stops all those ships that are hanging around. You see the massive cluster at the top? There's a huge cluster of ships. It just stops them going down there and doing that, gets them into the target earlier, so you can get through this round faster. Otherwise it just takes forever. Right, so I tend to put my ships up here straight away. Get them up out of the way instantly. Yeah, so you got the danger, look at the damage already. So there's 3 arc missiles coming in and hitting you straight away at one go. These arcs are a nightmare. So I actually tend to do half this target and then go and finish off the other half of it. It's a very cleverly put together target, this, actually, I have to say. And you've got to watch this one and watch your timing as well. Because unfortunately, there's not many places to sit and hide where the arcs aren't firing at you. So this is a good place to sit, because you're far enough away. Sometimes you can get a bit further in, that sort of stuff. That wasn't the best of starts. But there we go, look, they're coming in already, you see. They're there. That's sometimes a good idea to wipe those out with icebreakers. So what I'll do, because I know I won't take too much damage, is I'm going to go and get rid of those ships. So there's that blinking Merving flipping arc coming in again. But and my charge is just going to sap all that up, so it's not too bad. I'm going to get rid of these ships, because it'll just speed up the end of the game. And then I'll go out and I'll fix. Well, this is an old Zealous tank, by the way, and there's no charge on it. Which is why my Zealous tank's dying. Alright, it's something I've got to sort out. It's just got normal standard armour. That's just laziness on my part. I don't normally use... I use my icebreakers for virtually everything, but it's pathing is what I want to show on this, to be honest. So yeah, if I had a couple of more charge, I've got plenty of charge armour, but if I put some more charge on that, then obviously it's going to survive a lot longer. But there's some high damage on these things, and charge just doesn't cut it. Something that goes straight through. It can only take so much, as you know. Am I over them? Oh, just under. That'll do. 13. Look at that. Right. Whew. But again, you know, 10 tokens, 10 build tokens are available here, and that's 10 lots of 48. So, you know, if it costs you 20, 25, half a day's worth of tokens, you know, to get 10 days back, to me that's an investment. And the last one, 7's really simple. It's the old raid target, and the old raid target. It's pretty easy. This is the awkward one because it's got all those moving rockets coming in for different angles. So you can see at the top layer on the picture in the corner there. Then this is finished at the top. There's no ships that's going to come at the end, so it's actually worth. If you're going to fix, that's the stage to do it at. And obviously now the gate's gone, so I don't have to stack and all that sort of stuff. I haven't got to worry too much now. So you still got, you know, 1 cluster, 2 clusters, 3 clusters, 4 clusters, 5 clusters to go. So there's still a lot to clear. And they'll still get damaged, but if I remember rightly, I didn't actually have to fix last time after this one. So that Merv's a right pain, so it might just pay to go down and clear it out. Look at the damage on that already. Good God. I'm not even going to ask what just killed my mono there. 5, 4, 2. Wait a minute, what killed that? Flipping heck. That cut right through that charge. Well, I've only got 1 ship left, that's not enough. I have to go and pick some more up. I've got 1 that's fixed already, but that's eating my goddamn zealous. Look at it. I need some charge armor on this thing. God forbid I've got to use this bloody grid now. That was terrible. Oh my God, it's making a right mess, isn't it? Look at the way it's cutting through. Now this grid has got charge armor on it. Those moving rockets are horrid. That's expensive. That's crazy expensive. There's no way I can carry on like that. Yeah, I'd use my icebreakers and just finish off, but unfortunately I was messing about and I killed them off early, so it's my own fault. But yeah, but I'm not fixing my icebreakers. You see how much they cost to fix? I'm not coiling them babies. In fact, let's have a comparison check. We might do. But then again, it's a bit of a waste now. Mind you, I could do because I can do the next round as well. Let's have a quick look. Oh, somebody's up playing 91s. That's ridiculous. What's that cost there? That's, ooh, yeah, okay, 23 that would be then. Let's see what the icebreakers are. I mean, the last round of the icebreakers is easy. I did the whole raid last time with them. 25, oh no, get rid of that thing. 18, I've got another icebreaker somewhere. 23. Ooh, oh, sod it. What a mess. Oh well. We'll fix that crap in slow time, shall we? Don't be lazy. I want to smash everything and call it a day because it's food time. can hear the pans out there. So look forward to the new TLC later on for another new Conqueror hole, which is probably the last in that cycle, I think, to us. What have we got left then? We've got that turret, that turret, that turret. We'll glitz past that. Let's kite that, let's kite that. Let's drive around in an arc, shall we? Let's go around in a big arc. Down through there, down through there, down through there. You lazy devil, you. Now they've got to get rid of that building up there. Yeah, I'll probably do the Inquirer tomorrow, cut, mate. Or maybe later on, I don't know. Yeah, probably later on, to be honest. I'll have a look at it. The Zarga's a bit dangerously damaged there, isn't it? Let's just finish this rubbish off, shall we? Oh, I lost one there. That's interesting. Well, I don't want to be too down. That 6 is horrid, isn't it? That normally takes the whole fleet to kill that off. So we'll just say music's been brought to you by Cheap Nasty Radio, because it's freeware. No, I don't know. There's various different tunes you can have, obviously. So this is the stuff that comes with, obviously, YouTube, when you upload it and then put a track to it. The free stuff. Let's just put one more on there, that'll do. No, I shouldn't have broken these in the first place, and then this would have been quite a reasonable run, to be honest. It wouldn't have cost me a whole lot, but I was messing around whoops. I was messing around at the start, and I should have paid more attention to what I was doing, so that's my own fault. Well, whatever. Who cares? So this new hull, by the way, just be cautious, because don't race out and get it and think it's going to solve all your basic problems, because it's got a huge flaw. And if you haven't worked out what it is, I don't tend to say too much about PvP, because that's the area of the game where people get proper precious. The PvE stuff I really don't give a monkey's, but the PvP stuff is really individual and that sort of stuff, and that's why people go, can I have a fleet for it? No, you can't have a fleet, because it's all tied into turrets and base layout and combinations and that sort of stuff, so it's just generally not possible. You can give a rough idea, but you can't tell a person what to build. It's just really not the idea. It's just the one bit of game where you need to be an individualist, to be honest. Now what I should have done was actually put on a different crew for this, because these don't need to splash. What they needed was a bit more protection. But I'm not changing crews now because I can't be bothered. Ooh, this is my normal icebreaker music in the background. 4's not doing too well. Let's run the gauntlet and we'll drop 4 to the back, shall we? Because it's nearly had it. Four's gone. Come on, around here. Oh my word. Have they upped the power in this thing or something? Have they upped the power of this TLC? That's crazy. That should never happen. That's just cheap feels like butter. And that doesn't normally get me about 2 hours damage. What the hell's going on there? Good God. You sneaky little mofos, you. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. I think we might have to warn about that. I don't think so. What's the cheapest way of getting this finished off then? Let's put a few seconds on that. That works, that works. Cancel that. We're nearly done, so get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm not spending any more ridiculous coins on this, so that can go in there. Where's that freaking tank? I'll have to fix the tank there, I've got no choice. See that tank there, unfortunately, I need to change that armour because it's got all the wrong stuff on it. Nothing wrong with the bits that's on it, nothing wrong with the specials and that sort of stuff, but it's got the wrong configuration. I need to put a bit of time on that one there, so let's just start repair. I need to fix the tank, don't I? I'm not going to fix those irons, that's just a waste of money. Wow, I'd like to do a comparison actually compared to the last raid, because all I was using was icebreakers on that target, and there's no way in the hell I was getting that much damage. Oh, if I'm just going to put one on there, we'll stick one on that, that's enough. What have I got then? So I've got a flagship. Have I got enough stuff fixed here? Yeah, I have. Oh. Wrong one. Not doing more than that. Oh, someone down there's getting hit. Over here, bless him, little 74. He'll probably be dead by the time we're going to have a look in a second. Oh, how much time we got left anyway? What does it say? We're down to what? 7 minutes. Oh my God, we need to get on with this, don't we? Yeah, last 7 minutes, okay. So we've got the bottom clusters to do and then the bits, haven't we? So. Oh, the gate's open. I can go that way. Let's be lazy. What we can do is leave that one there, obviously, go through and that sort of stuff, and then that lets the ships have to go down around and they get killed. But I ain't got time for that at the moment. Who's this? One of my lads, Tim. So I got some free Kixie coins the other day. Huh. Doesn't seem so free anymore. I'll just use them all up. Had a bit of an issue putting a ticket and got it resolved, but this is now not impressed. I mean, I've been chopping around to and fro and that sort of stuff, but this is A, costing more, and B, it's these arcs are horrid, aren't they? Made a mistake there. Making mistakes now. Getting that panicking like 5 minutes to go moment, isn't it? Well, those monarchs were nearly dead anyway, so I'm not really worried about those. This target is a lot tougher than it used to be. That's taken a lot longer to kill. Okay. So let's get this Zealous down here. So normally you get the Zealous down to here, you go in and you pick up that mortar there, and nothing fires you. This will be interesting. Wow. Look at the power of that arc then. Look at the state of that against my tank. Good God. That is not good. How many times has the damage gone up on this? I can't even imagine how many times up. Well, I'm going to make it, but only frickin' just. Jesus. Good God. Hey Raptor, how you doing? That is just pure nuts. That has gone right up. Boy, it looks like you're going to need 50 coins to finish this. That's just rock ass crazy. You bastards. And they've got priority targeting now as well. Holy crap. You could not get it any freaking closer than this, could you? Just so well I've got a missile on there. I'm not calling anymore. Look at the state of this. Good old Gridiron, get on, kill him off. How funny is this? I'm laughing because it's ridiculous. Just when I've got nothing else to do tonight apart from fix. I'm not doing the other one tonight. It's just crazy. Yay! There you go. Look. That's funny. It's not funny how hard though, is it? Look at that. Half of that, number 7. What did I say? It was easy. Okay, look. At the end of the day, I've still got 10 times 48 there, and I didn't need these, you know, because I've got nothing else to do. In fact, yes, I did, because I've got some Skyfires brand new that need fixing, need coming up. But I'm going to go back through this, and that's going to work out how much that's cost me. Right, there we go. There's a TLC done badly. What am I going to say? The damage is up, huge. Guys, thanks for coming in the chat. Jose, amusing. Yeah, okay. Cut, good to see you again, buddy. Okay, Darren, thanks. Raptor, good to see you, mate. Talk about the skinnier neck, skinnier teeth, like, eh? Mike, that's how not to do at TLC. Billy, good to see you. Corey, good to see you. That sort of stuff. Darren, obviously, I'll say I know it was necessarily Dirty Harry in again, obviously, and I know he's gone off and that sort of stuff. But Jason's Fisher's been in, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I said Billy Webb's been in, that sort of stuff. There's been quite a few people. Thanks for tuning in, and pass along the line, guys, if you wouldn't mind, that it's hard. Okay, and they've cranked it up massively. Don't think if you're going to get away, I think 50 to 100 was that, something. Okay, one fix was my fault, but 50 to 100 is what it's going to cost you to get the 10 days worth of tokens. Okay, take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in.